Hello, everybody. We're actually just going to kick straight into part four. Um, Part three, we left off after kind of checking out the main city, see what's going on. We found out that there are people home, but we found a lot more political ad campaigns for the same guy. Uh, so, as stated in the previous episode, more puzzle pieces, but they're still not fitting together. And that's basically what we're trying to do in part four today. Get more answers. We're going to kind of check out what's on the other side of this bridge, maybe check out under it, just kind of get some more answers of what's going on with this game. Um, but while I was off, I was kind of thinking, this game is called Smoking Simulator. I wonder if the cigarette has anything to do with the lore. And then I started thinking about those posters and the rainbow benches. And I kind of crafted the theory, but I don't want to say it just yet. Not until we kind of get more answers, because I don't want to sound stupid. So, anyway. Other side of this road, and wow, it just stops. See, that's really interesting. That is really interesting. I wonder, because this road was clearly built that this used to lead somewhere. But someone or something put all this snow in the way of it. Man, that's actually a really big clue. I wonder if the bombs that were dropped on the other side of town towards the hill, I wonder if some of that dirt and snow, because those bombs were big to affect those trees like that. I wonder if I almost wonder if some of that snow and dirt, it fell over here and kind of blocked everyone in. And that's why it's so barren, because, everyone who's been locked in, they're just staying inside, trying to stay warm. That's why you see a couple lights on, those are the people that can afford that extra couple dollars on their electricity bill to stay warm. And we haven't found any more evidence for this, but I think the guy who is on all those political campaign posters, he has to have something to do with those bombs dropping. I mean, there's no way that he doesn't. And seeing the fact that he's the only poster and he has no one contending him at all, I'm almost wondering if we're looking at almost like a dictatorship going on here. So, was this place turned into a nuclear test site? That's kind of the vibe I'm getting here, guys. I mean, I don't want to sound crazy, but we'll have to find some more answers. Let's check out. Oh, we've still got water. It's quite dirty though. Wow. Okay. Wow. This water is dirty, man. I think this kind of that proves my theory, dude. I think this has to be nuclear waste. I mean, wow. It's so viscous and thick that you can walk on it. And that's fantastic. That's interesting. So it looks like, wow. It looks like there was some sort of nuclear bomb that was dropped and left all this nuclear waste here and blocked the exit. Or I wonder if they blocked the exit on purpose and then dropped the bomb, you know? Um, Very interesting. I love this Dark Souls storytelling. It works in this game's favor really well. And this definitely used to be a huge lake, and all the water's gone. I just realized that. I mean, there's some toxic waste left, but I mean, clearly there used to be a huge lake here. Wow, I think this toxic waste basically confirms our theory, guys. It looks like that man, it was so corrupt that he's the only one that you can vote for, and he's using my city as a place to test nuclear weapons, nuclear bombs. And now everyone is stuck here because they blocked the exit. Everyone's just staying inside, trying to survive. Wow. It, excuse me for the silence, but it's just very heavy. All right, guys. I guess that kind of concludes our playthrough of Smoking Simulator. I, I'm just taken aback. That is such fantastic storytelling, and all the little attention to details, like the environmental storytelling, the Dark Souls-esque storytelling, as I mentioned earlier, the attention to detail with not only the lore, but with little bits and pieces, like that tree outside in our front yard that has the little electrical wires connecting to the light coming out of the tire. You know, there's a lot of really cool stuff like that, and I think that there's a message whenever the developer's obviously so careful and so meticulous with this game that he clearly has put a lot of effort and time into, that he uses a lot of repeating buildings. I think that's kind of a message for 2077 Russia. You know, I think that he feels as if people have to people feel like they need to fit in. And maybe that kind of ties in with that political ad campaign. Maybe he really is a dictator, and that's why everyone is in the same building. You know, and that's my point with that Dark Souls storytelling, where you really have to be paying attention to the game, and even when you are, there's a lot of stuff that's left open-ended for the player to imagine. You know, and that's just fantastic. I might do a second run of this game. If they ever drop any DLC or something, I'll definitely check that out. But for now, 10 out of 10 game. I really recommend it. And thanks for playing with me.